Nurses and doctors on strike at Providence hospitals across the state continued picketing for the fourth day on Monday. Among them, nurse Celine Javuric. She's been working at Providence for nearly a year. She crossed the picket line and worked the first day of the strike.
I received an email from Providence saying that basically, you must show up for the strike. If you show up to work, you are just going to work throughout the strike. If you don't show up, you will be replaced.
But Celine told me she decided to join the strike after being asked on Friday to perform duties she wasn't qualified to do.
I crossed the picket line last Friday, and I realized that it's a very unsafe working condition, and I decided that I am going to defend my license instead of putting it at risk by working.
A Providence spokesperson wasn't able to address the concerns she faced last week, but said they sent out information ahead of the planned strike to their nurses and doctors. Providence laid out how they were going to handle the strike and how they should be prepared for if they show up to work or if they decide to strike. That included letting them know that they had contracted with a company to provide highly qualified and experienced replacement staff. Now the focus is going to be trying to get a deal with all of the 6 clinics and 8 hospitals who are still waiting for a new contract. Now back to those concerns with the nurse from last week about her working in unsafe conditions at Providence Portland. Now, a spokesperson with Providence told me this: Oregon's Board of Nursing puts the accountability on the nurse to decide if they are competent to take on an assignment. They absolutely have the right to refuse that assignment, and Providence always honors that request. Now, they went on to say Providence would never put a nurse in a position where they felt their license was in jeopardy. David and Christine, back to you.
Yeah, we'll also hear from a registered nurse in the St. Vincent's ER, plus viewer reaction, the Providence CEO, that is right after this newscast on The Story. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate your reporting there.